Have you ever made a mistake in your life? Have you ever made a mistake that was so big that you got really devastated because it means that you have to live with it for the rest of your life? What do you do when you realize that you've made a huge mistake? How do you handle such a situation? In life, everybody makes mistakes. Recognize that everyone makes mistakes. And the most important thing is that we learn from it. The first thing you need to do is to stop beating yourself up about it. Because if we allow ourselves to learn from our mistakes, it'll help us become a better person and better equipped to handle more situations, more challenging situations in the future. And if you're able to do that, from there you'll realize that every single mistake is a blessing in disguise. Maybe it might be hard for some of you to take, but think about it. A child, when they're growing up, they make many mistakes, and many times we don't even give a second thought to the mistakes that they make. So as adults, why are we so hard on ourselves? And especially if that mistake that we make was because of us trying to do something that we couldn't do at that point of time. Of course, some mistakes are bigger than others, but the main point is the reason why mistakes happen is so that we don't repeat them again. And let's not talk about the one-off big mistakes that you do once and you never repeat again. Let's talk about things that are recurring in your life because of a mistake that you made, but somehow that problem keeps recurring. Maybe because of that, you're feeling hurt, you're feeling pained. The very reason why mistakes hurt us is so that we can learn from them and we don't repeat them again. Until we learn and we don't repeat our mistakes anymore, we will keep facing and we will keep making the same mistake over and over again, and we will keep experiencing the same kind of pain and hurt until the consequences hurt us so much that we finally learn from it. The same things will keep happening in our life. To learn from our mistakes, the first thing we have to do is to own it. And this is where many people can become undone because most people blame somebody else or blame something else for their mistake. Let's consider a very simple example. Imagine you were driving along the freeway, along the expressway, and you were speeding and you got caught for it. The problem with such a scenario is most people would start to get angry, start to get upset at the traffic police for stationing themselves there behind a bush or on the overhead bridge and blame the police for being there and being the ones that caught them for speeding. But instead, what they should be doing is to take responsibility that they were the ones who were speeding, and that mistake is ours because we were the ones who made a choice. When we blame other people for our mistake, the problem with this is we still suffer the pain and the consequences of our actions. And the worst part is we don't learn anything, and because we don't learn anything, we end up making the same mistake again, and the same thing happens over and over again. Most people aren't aware of this fact and they're unconscious, and that's why they go into their days reacting to everything that is around them, that is happening to them. But it doesn't always have to be this way. Imagine if next time you made a mistake and instead of feeling pain, you were able to feel joyful. Imagine if you had some sort of way to increase the number of blessings in your life the next time you make a mistake. So what do you need to do? You got it. Practice gratitude. No matter how bad something may seem, there are always things to be grateful for. When you look for as many things as you can in a mistake that you make, you can magically transform those things into blessings. Let's take the example of the speeding fine again and turn those mistakes into blessings. If you practice gratitude, you would say something like, I'm grateful to the police for wanting to protect me from harming myself and the people around me. I'm grateful to the police because I was foolish to be putting myself at risk for speeding, and maybe I had a tire that needs to be replaced. I'm really grateful to the police for their work in ensuring the safety of the people on the road as well as their family. I am grateful to the police for making sure that I arrived home safely and was able to return to my family as I normally do. I am grateful to the police because out of all the consequences that could have happened when I was speeding, the least consequence I had was the police stopping me and pulling me over, which was the least harmful. And that that could have been the biggest blessing of my life. So today, think about any mistakes that you have made in your life that maybe you're having some trouble moving past or putting down. Try to think of at least 10 blessings that you can from this situation, this mistake that you made. When you practice gratitude, there will always be good things coming out of any situation. I know for some of you it might be quite hard to think of any good that comes out of a negative situation, but no matter what, there will always be good things that you can find, because we live in a world of duality. Where there is darkness, there will also be light. Where there is negativity, there will also be positivity. You just have to look for it. So that's it for today's practice, Magic Practice Day 26. We have 2 more practices left to go. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!